Well, welcome to the Complete Nonsense Podcast. I want to pre-apologize for anything that we may say that may piss you off or offend you. If it does, please call in and let's talk about it. We want to hear your opinion. Our disclaimer is very simple. If you are super serious or looking for something educational, forget about it. Because it won't happen here, let's begin. Like that. Go. So,
you're on.
See, you always start out with a fucking edit. Welcome to episode 17 of Complete Nonsense. You know, if this audience could just get a video, one fucking video of how this thing plays out, 45 minutes, and then I'll get a call tomorrow. You guys were in the studio for 2 hours. That's what I'm gonna get a fucking call about. I'm gonna be like, well, we were fucking with mics. You're the only ones who fuck with mics. Are we the only ones who fuck with mics? Because I've seen all the other shows, and it doesn't look like anybody's fucking even has mics in front of them half the time. So I don't really. If we could just do one video of this. One. When we start, we are videoing. Now, that's the thing we're going to talk about.
Videoing?
We're going to start getting a video guy. We're going to start looking for a guy.
Do you see any oxygen I can grab?
You do need it. God damn.
I just walked a marathon up
you
and
need
down
to
these
start,
stairs.
You need to start walking a little bit. Just walk.
I
No.
started off. I'm in the game.
Yeah, you got to start walking like a daily walk, bro.
I'm just going to come here and walk these fucking stairs.
Please.
And get it in.
Please. We talk about who's going to go first many a times during our nights.
It's not me.
You are
It's
going.
not me.
Oh, my God.
If I am.
The way you were breathing after you got that beer, I thought you were going then.
That's the most important thing is grabbing the beer and getting in the podcast room to get my breath out.
How do you feel about that? He's not going to go first. Welcome, Staxx. How are you? It's good to see you. My guy's not going first. As you're dropping, he's not going. That's what's going to happen.
And if we're going to pre-plan it, we can't talk about it.
All right.
Save the Dees.
Right. As you're like, I'm going to be standing there going, timber. And she's going to be like, he's not going.
I got the pink urn.
He's not going. I got the plot. Are we allowed to talk about that yet? The other part of this equation is that we're getting too many fucking rules. Staxx is ruling us all the time. We can't talk about this. We can't talk about that. Can't talk about this. And I just end up talking about it, and everybody hears us talking about it on the podcast. And then they're like, "Oh, you talked about shit that this person, Staxx, your co-host, didn't want you to talk about."
She's like,
I need you to start walking.
She's like on one of those chains where you walk too far and you pull her back.
Oh, Again, when you're not around, this fucking guy. And then when you're around,
I'm done. No, get back here.
Yeah. I'm quitting the podcast today. I'm out.
Get over here.
Oh, you're leaving? And then on the way home, I was just kidding.
I never said that, though.
You never said what? You weren't kidding?
I was just kidding.
Well, here the fuck you are.
Well,
So you must have been kidding because here you are.
Someone has to do CPR.
No,
Yeah, you ain't
dude.
lying. She didn't do CPR on me.
Dude, when that heart explodes, there's no CPR.
Wow.
That's awful.
I just hope it's not in the Hog studio and it's all over the wall.
They'll charge us for time.
I just hope
I
it's
saw
not.
the D's in that room for 45 minutes longer than it needed to be, dying.
They'll be like, all of a sudden we'll get an extra. You know, you did 2 hours. But we couldn't see because when his heart exploded, the window was covered in blood.
I'm going to hold my phone and go, I'm a fucking member.
Yeah,
Good
I hope
stuff.
they're listening because it's fucking true. It will just whatever's gonna happen to you is just gonna happen. It's gonna happen fucking fast, and you're gonna just live in denial until we're like burying you. She's not gonna believe that you're gone. You know, oh, he was in such good shape.
The hole's not deep enough. He's still got a mound.
He was such good shape. What happened? Fucking
man.
ridiculous.
Good
yes.
stuff.
Yeah, it is a good stuff.
Yeah.
They need to see a video of us fucking with these mics every week trying to get the shit done. She unplugged every fucking mic 4 times, and it's a twister board on this thing right now.
Just note that we did not touch any mics. So we are all understanding.
And we never do.
We never touch
We
them.
never do. We never touch the fucking mics ever. Ever. And when last time you were here, last time you did it yourself, you tried to do it. It took us a half hour to get it right. And see, this is why I'm done with the bullshit. I'm coming to this fucking place. We had a whole conversation on the way here. You weren't there, Staxx. We had a whole conversation on the way. I said, you're going to have to come with me during the day. Oh, I'm busy during the day. I said, you got to pull away for a couple of hours. Now, I know he's got to do his stuff in case something goes up. We can manage that. Wee-hoo, the bat signal goes up, he can go. All right? But at the end of the day, if I'm going to be here for it, because I'm going to be here for it, he needs to be here for it because he's the one sitting at the fucking board.
Got it.
I'm at the board.
I mean, now you're afraid to touch the board,
I'm not allowed
sadly.
to touch the board.
I'm like the fucking Matrix.
Well, when he dies, you're going to have to touch the board.
Will you
we'll just
stop
hire. We'll just
talking
hire.
about?
Yeah, there's a lot of death. Anyways.
We'll just hire a new one. Don't worry. Roll him the fuck out.
He's gonna outlast you, probably.
Yeah, that's right.
There's no way he outlasts me.
That's right.
If you do explode in this room, I'm pushing you under the hog sign. Just so the audience can see, there's a huge sign in the building that says, "Who's a hog?" That's what
Question:
it says.
Does Stack hire somebody to come make it?
It doesn't say
very
whose.
nice?
It says
Like-
it says WHOG. It used to be a
Who's
radio
hog?
station.
Okay, who
Yeah.
hog?
It doesn't say who.
WHO. We'll just go with the G as in who G hog. What do you hog? That's where we're going.
Oh my God! Right now, we
Right
have,
under, right
we
to
have
fuck under
all
there.
20 of our viewers turning off right now.
Did we not get any viewers last week?
I didn't see it because I was locked off.
All right, what we're not going to look at that.
Yeah,
right
I'm not
now.
touching
Yeah.
it.
So speaking of death, the my mother tells us this week we've had an interesting conversation with parents and all that stuff. And don't sit there. Last week we were all yelled at by I was yelled at by Staxx, as we all know, about her preparing and buying urns and pretty little things for I believe, which will probably, if anybody's going to outlast any of us, it's going to be your family. And you were like, no. But my mother decides to tell me this week so I had to bring it up, right? Well, Ma, and my mother's probably going to outlive everybody too. She's 82. She's in great shape. Doesn't smoke, doesn't drink, doesn't even swear, right? But I'm like, Ma, what are you going to, she wants me to make her a tree. So I have to
Wait a minute. Make her a tree or put her under a real tree?
I'm assuming like you
Plant
you,
a tree with her.
No, yeah, you kind of buy the tree or you pre-buy the tree and then you shove the ashes in the tree and then you plant them and they become the tree. That's what I understand.
I thought you just pick
I
out
thought
a
you
nice
would like
tree.
mix it in with the dirt.
Yeah,
that
that's
grows
what you
the
do.
Tree.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
you
what
don't
just-
shove it inside the tree.
Well, you don't
Dirt.
shove it in the dirt. You shove it in the
shove
dirt.
it.
Shove it in the dirt.
What do you
said
do with
you
it?
Stick it in
you
the tree.
you fucking put it. You gently put it in the dirt. However it goes in the dirt. So as I have this box rattling of teeth and bones that didn't fry.
jeez.
Oh,
Oh, jeez.
Oh, that's not true.
that's so bad.
It's the truth, though. Have you ever heard?
No, I have
no,
not.
no.
Oh, you've never seen it? Oh, you did.
Because it
You-
blew away.
Yeah, yours when you shook yours, it had teeth in it.
There was no
But-
shaking mine. It
Yeah, that's true. It was all over you.
It was horrible.
So then the Dees decides to tell us that my parents are becoming a tree and yours already visited.
Yeah,
the cemetery.
my parents, they are prepared.
they're over prepared.
Yeah. I mean,
There's no reason to prepare like that.
they've got it, because anything you do with that kind of scenario, it's hard to deal with. So they have it all
it
set up. They have it all set up.
Right.
They've got the plots, the stone, the stone, and they tell me about it. I'm like, I love you. I don't want to talk about this.
But the
but they're
stone-
happy about it because it's a very beautiful thing. I just don't want to talk about it.
Is the I have to know. Is the stone? I know you said it's already half imprinted. The born date's there with a dash.
I've not seen it because
Is
they
the
keep showing it to
stone-
me. And I don't look.
You gotta look.
I don't want to look.
You gotta look.
No.
Can I look?
No.
Send it to me. Well, don't you want to know if the stone's at
They
the
want me
hole?
to look.
Yeah, so look.
But I keep telling them like I don't like to talk about it. We don't
It's
like
not
to talk
about talking about it. You gotta look. Don't talk.
No,
just
I'm not-
close
first of all,
go close your ears and
Podcast
just
land,
look.
I'm not good with this stuff at all. Like
Well,
I'm terrible.
I know
at it.
you've been dragging that dog around for fucking 7
Terrible.
Oh, no.
terrible at it. Like
Don't
I'm not good
bring
with them.
the dog.
The
Yeah.
dog into this.
So your parents have it all set up with
They
with a
do.
plot and all that. My mother wants to be a tree, and my father just told him to throw me in. He said to throw him in a dumpster. So I don't know which route I'm going with it.
I've already bought everything. Stacy's shopping, and you're planting a tree.
Sure is. Once again,
She could probably get you a tree on Amazon.
can she? We'll get that one day. We're gonna
I'll
get
get you a
that straight.
TikTok tree.
A TikTok tree. One that has
Those are the best.
A major lead in it. Speaking of death and people that have to do the death, I have a great story today. Right?
Oh, that's not a great story.
Yeah, it's a great story.
All
Right. And it was about nobody coming up a step with 2 fucking beers like you just ran a marathon.
That was close.
So I get a guy who's been waiting for eyeglasses for a long time. As you know, I do. Everybody who knows me knows I do eyeglasses for 30 years, 34 years. Let's not act like it's not. Way too fucking long. So it's a priest, okay? And this guy's been waiting for glasses forever. His name, we're just gonna call him Father Nix, right? We'll just call him Father Nix. It's not his real name, but we'll go with that, right? And he calls and he's constantly texting me. You have my money. It's $100. I took $100 deposit from this man. If I'm gonna rob somebody, I promise you it's not gonna be for $100. It's not gonna be for the 30 that Staxx owes somebody else that I was supposed to pay the whole 9 yards, right? Yeah, you owe people money all the time. We'll get to the money he owes me.
I don't
We'll
owe
get
you
to the money.
Yeah, I don't know what.
I don't
this
think
is.
we want to go there.
Yeah, we are, because it's gonna be in your little.
I owe
in your
nobody money.
In your little Zelle, you'll be like, here's 100 for today. Here's 50. You'll pay me $10 for the next 20 years, right? Because he owes me 500.
He does not
there.
owe you
No way.
$500.
We're gonna get there.
We're gonna get there.
No way.
We're gonna get there.
Get there
We're not.
fast.
So this priest calls me today, and he tells me that I have his money, and he wants to know where the frame is, and he doesn't think it's right. And I said, look, Father, it's $100. I said, I'm not robbing you of $100.
Stop.
Wait,
You did not call him father.
I do. Yeah,
He has a
100%.
name.
Well, you got to call
Well,
him
that's
Father.
what priests
yeah.
you call them father.
You don't call him.
In Catholic,
Hey,
yes.
hey, Bubba.
No,
No.
are you not Catholic?
No.
Catholic-
Where
no.
are you?
I'm not that.
He's
What are you?
Baptist.
So you never went to church?
I,
You're
did, I grew up in the church.
Okay,
but
so you're-
obviously-
Baptist. Baptist is different.
Yeah.
Baptist. They call their
Yeah,
By their
comes in the-
names.
Hey, Mr. Earl, what's up?
That's weird.
That's not. Hey, father.
No,
I don't get it.
Catholics, it's either
I get it.
father
it's
or
father or
deacon or
Whatever.
pastor. Yeah,
I don't want to get into the religious game, but weird. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, it's all religion's weird. I mean, anything that allows you to
Okay, father.
run around and
Don't
chase
wanna
children
interrupt your story,
is,
but it's
is weird.
Weird.
So I call this guy and he calls me. He's like, I want my frame, I want my thing, and I'm like, look, I'm not stealing you. I'm not taking $100 from you. If you don't want the frame, just let me know. I'll refund it. And he's like, no. I said, well, there's a frame that came in because I do handmaids. So there's a frame that comes in for this guy. And I'm like, Father, it's funny enough, there's a frame here for you, And his response was to me. He goes, well, considering I'm in the forgiveness business. I said, what the fuck? The fuck are you forgiving me for? He's like, I'm in the forgiveness business, so I forgive you for taking so long with my frame.
oh no.
I'm like, what? I said, okay, Father. And I felt like guilt. I felt dirty. I felt like I felt like I was
Forgive me,
a Catholic.
Father, for I have sinned.
Isn't that weird?
If
Who
you don't get
says
it to him
that?
the next day, we're gonna call that a little sin.
Oh yeah. Oh, weird. Just weird. Like he's like, it's a good thing I'm in the forgiveness game. I'm like, it's not a business, Father. You're not in the business of forgiving people. Nobody's paying you for your forgives. Hey, I forgive you. Here's $20. Hey, I forgive you.
Bad. Cece's gonna go in there as an atheist and just destroy the whole wall.
I almost want to be like, please hold. Let me get my friend who talks about religion. Oh, it was unbelievable. I couldn't believe that was a conversation this man had.
That's crazy.
And he said it with a straight face, and I laughed. And I laughed. I said, oh my God. I was like, well, thank you.
No.
I was like, thank you for forgiving me. And he's like, you're okay. And then he sees the frame and he proceeds to tell me, I don't like the frame. We'll just have to wait till the next one comes. I'm like, how you going to feel about that in 6 months? He's like, I think we'll be okay. He's like, thank you, son. I'm like, this is fucking getting weird. I'm like, I got to go.
He must have faith.
Oh, it was so unbelievable. It was the most ridiculous thing. So let's talk about this money that he owes.
Yes,
man,
I'm
right?
very
You guys
interested.
are really interested
No
in
way.
money. First of all, I got to say one thing before we go into that. How the Staxx and Dees last week in podcast land, 2 weekends ago, were out there in a bush that had thorns on it that killed Jesus. If anybody saw Jesus movie, the thorns that were on the crown were in this bush called the Bougainvillea.
Bougainvillea. And it was an
Bougainvillea.
angry bush.
It
Now
was-
these two
I hated
idiots,
that
I'm going to call
bush.
them idiots because it was the most ridiculous thing I ever saw. Let's get something. Staxx works in an office, so she's not going to have any work boots. The guy, the Dees, has work boots, and they're the shiniest, cleanest work boots I've
That's
ever
right.
seen. And I said, why don't you go put your work boots on? He goes, I don't want to do work in them.
Wait a minute.
That's exactly what he
No,
said
a
he
to
didn't
me.
want to get thorns in them.
No,
That's
that work
exactly
boots.
right.
They're work boots. That's what fucking work boots do. When you have work boots on, you don't step in
No, wait a
glass. It
minute.
doesn't hurt.
Real-
You're missing a big part, okay? Let's start from the beginning, okay?
There's no beginning.
There's a beginning because
beginning.
I'm out there on Saturdays, as you know, I'm trying to get things done around the house. We all do. You're out there, the neighbors are out there. I'm trying to get my thing done. So, knew the bush was there, but you were asked by the neighbor, not me, to cut my bush.
By your neighbor. I was asked by your neighbor to cut
my
your bush.
Did not go through me. Again, the transaction never came to me. I was okay with it, but again, I held that as a.
That's why the bush was 20 feet tall
All of a sudden, I
and
turn
about
around,
600 feet wide.
and my one neighbor, who I'm not going to disclose the name, is in my face, who's like 80 years old, and I'm trying to be as nice as I can, and demanding that I go cut that bush.
It's a fair assessment.
No, it's not fair. And then I'm like,
your bush.
I'm like, because I'm in the heat of the moment. I'm like, no, they already talked about it. They got a price coming. She's gonna cut it, but it's your bush.
Again, not a bad assessment.
I said,
It's true. It was our bush.
so
See, Staxx agrees.
I
It's your
didn't like
bush.
it. I didn't like it. And then she
He
says,
just didn't like the approach.
I didn't like
It's
the approach.
But
100%.
it's an 80-year-old approach.
It doesn't matter.
No,
Hey, what do you mean? She came over and said, now again, I'm not defending her. I'm having a conversation with you about it.
Right.
I can see that she would have her friend who lives across the street from her that she takes care of because a woman can't leave her bed.
Right.
So she
Understandable.
sees a bush that's being, that I had negotiated a price with for the other neighbor that was yours. So, her friend
Right.
that could semi-talk and walk would come out and say,
What the
what
hell
do you,
is wrong with you?
It was
Excuse
It
him.
was an accent. When you so now you're out there.
Right.
You're angry, and you
I'm
and the
angry
bush
because
are
I
dueling.
said I have a lot to do today.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get with them, but at the end of the day, they went around me. She says to me, "Well, I'm an old woman and I cut it. You can't cut it." I was like so upset.
That's what she said.
I was so upset. I wanted to go tackle her.
You were you gonna
Like
kill
our,
her?
like our friend.
Were you gonna put her under the hog sign?
So I sat there and stewed, and Staxx comes out, and she's like, "Okay, don't worry about everything else. Just go cut the bush." And I'm like, "I'm not prepared to cut this bush." She's like, "I'm going to help
How do you prepare to cut a
you. You
bush?
got to prepare to cut that bougainvillea."
How you
That's
prepare?
like- How
Anybody
you
out
say
there
it?
in
Do you
this
put, like,
podcast land knows
Bougainvillea.
they are.
They have like 2-inch thorns.
Do you?
I'm getting beat up. It's like Wolverine attacked me, and I'm not Deadpool. I
First
did
of
not
all,
heal. I got cut everywhere I could.
This is where I have to interject because I saw that part. You were in fucking flip flops.
I was.
Okay. You didn't have work boots on. You were in a shirt that your whole body's exposed on the sides. Okay. So you're in a bush that is about 12 foot tall, and it's probably about 10 to 15 yards across.
Right.
So you're trying to get into this bush with flip flops, with shorts.
I wasn't prepared.
And you could change.
No, I
you
didn't
could
want
fucking
to
change.
I was already
It was
sweating.
1,000 degrees.
Okay.
Again, on top of 1,000 degrees. But again, that's you deciding to get angry,
I was angry.
about what you hear and punishing who? Who was punished at this point?
I was.
Not the 80-year-old woman.
And Staxx was.
The both of you fools were.
'Cause we're
This
nice
one-
people.
This one comes over, look at my blood, like it's a badge of honor.
Oh, no,
That she's
It
getting-
was a badge of honor.
She's
I
getting,
kept telling her to get out of there.
'Cause
She
I
kept
was working.
getting
it was
cut.
it was the most ridiculous
we
thing
were
I
bleeding like stuffed pigs.
It's the most ridiculous thing I ever saw.
And then my 9-year-old is chasing me around with LOL Band-Aids to cover all my wounds.
It was the fact of the matter is, like, let me paint the picture. So he's in this bush again, 12 foot by 30. Figure he's trying to cut
Wrapped
it out.
into a tree.
It's wrapped around a tree and
And
a
a
fence.
fence.
And he is he's in a half shirt. I mean, he looked like something from the 80s.
Not a half shirt.
It was a half shirt. The half the shirt was gone. So it was the sleeve part, but it was half the shirt was gone. And he was in flip flops and he was in shorts, and you were in shorts. And this is all you hear every time. So Staxx decides they're not even going to take the piece of the fence out to move the shit. She's going to pick it up and throw it over the fence. So it was like Monica Sells. Every time she picked up,
In the
she was
process,
throwing it over the fence.
in the process, I'm gonna paint this picture.
It was ridiculous.
In the process, those who are doing stuff and working their heart out to get these things done, you always have that one friend that comes over, high as a kite, and wants to let you know.
I didn't
how-
say anything.
Are you
I'd
kidding
I
me?
didn't say a word.
You talked the entire time.
I was chatting with you, but I didn't tell you how to do your bush.
Like you
We were
did.
just chatting.
T. I was like, Staxx,
No,
Staxx,
never
tackle
happened.
him.
Never happened. I didn't
That's
talk.
the-
I didn't talk about how
Staxx.
you did not hear me say anything about how to do that push. I knew you were doing it all wrong. You
did say stuff.
I didn't say one word about that. And give me an example. Give me one. Now wait.
I think you said use a pitchfork.
Pitchfork.
Yeah, because
Dees,
you were throwing
get
bricks
mad.
over one at a
Max.
time. Who the fuck wouldn't tell you? You had a
I was
pitchfork.
helping.
You had a pitchfork next to you, and you didn't use it. This is all you heard. Podcast
worst.
line. And then like this. I got one in my. I got a thorn in my leg. I got a thorn in my leg. It was like
It
a
was
fucking
true. That's
Family
very
Guy
true.
episode when she had a pitchfork next to her, and I said, "If you're not going to take the fence out to just pull it right out,
I couldn't.
You could.
No, I couldn't.
Yeah, you could.
I couldn't get near
If
it.
you couldn't do that, at least give the bitch the pitchfork.
We were literally picking thorns out of our skin
Yeah.
like a week later.
Yeah. How sad.
When it started to get
How
infected.
fucking sad.
and-
Yeah. How sad.
So,
bad.
long story
And
short, because
who-
we'll bore you
who
guys
did-
to death. This
we only
1-0
had
the
3
Bush.
gloves.
Yeah. What?
We only had 3 gloves.
Yeah, 3 gloves. And you wear
One
one
was
backwards.
backwards.
All of it was just like
The whole thing.
It was all
Total
wrong.
shit show.
Yeah, 3 gloves, and you literally both were bleeding, and then you were like, "Look what we did! Look what we did!" And I'm
did-
like, "This is
we did
this is
nothing.
the fucking
We did
stupidest
nothing.
thing I've ever seen." And then at least you listened to me, and you took Max and got him to come over and fucking
Max
pick it
came
up,
over.
just
Yes,
like I
thank
told
you,
you to do.
Max. You
3
saved
days,
us.
I said, "Call the guy," and I don't
Mad
call him because he
Max.
doesn't talk to me. And then this one will be, I'll finally take his number. And what do you do? As soon as you called him, he came over and did exactly what I did. Now, I'm sorry to hear that you two had thorns and you're infected and you have that flesh-eating amoeba and all of a sudden take your brain
That
out.
goes up
Those
your
thorns
nose.
are bad.
I didn't say 2 fucking words there. I didn't say what.
Yeah,
I
are you out of
came
your
over, I
mind?
visited. I visited, I
You
left.
visit and you're out of your
Give
mind.
me one example.
I want to know where
Pitchfork.
this $500 comes in.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
let's
the
talk about the
$500.
500. So,
Because you're
All
not
right.
getting a dime.
I am going to get.
I had to hear this.
We'll still be best friends,
Let's
and I
hear
will
it.
small claim court you.
I'm sorry.
I don't even know what it is.
Well, you're about to, and then if you say no, I'm going to small claims court you.
All right, let's go.
Get
I gotta
this.
hear it.
So there was one day, right? We bought this trailer. I bought this trailer that everything I own is my friends also. As everybody knows me, even as a young man, I never cared about cars.
Same.
I don't care about that stuff.
Same.
You want to use my car? I'm not.
Same.
We're not the people that say, "Oh, we can't take a car
Right.
because we need oil
We
change."
both are like
Yeah.
that.
So, well, you and I are. Some
Yes.
people in this room, they're a little rougher. So, anyway. She's looking around. Staxx is looking around, not knowing we're talking about specifically her. And again, of course, Staxx would give you the shirt off her back. It's all in comedy. Don't get all upset and you're pussy in a fucking bunch and shit. So,
Last episode I'll be on.
no, okay. All right. We'll miss you. See if the producer's still here. The producer just stopped in and say hello. Did everybody see that?
All right, so
Stopped
your
and say hello.
trailer.
Okay. So we bought this trailer, right? And we're hauling shit around for both of us. I take the lawnmower down to the thing, get it repaired. I bring it back. All the shit
Right.
you break, I go. I'm taking-
Whoa.
He breaks a lot of stuff.
Here we go.
Whoa.
Well, I don't care that you break
You
stuff.
break stuff.
I don't break
You
anything.
break stuff. I told you don't mow this fucking hill along the tree. You're like, I got it,
Dude.
And you went up in the whole fucking bit.
are we-
bottom.
Are we going to talk about? Are we?
Can we just
I
find
asked
out
you
where
to
this
change a
$500
tire, and you
comes?
lost your fucking mind on.
What do you mean?
I was like, change the tire.
Can we?
I
Go
couldn't
ahead.
change the tire.
You could.
I couldn't.
You could do
I
a lot
tried.
more things. No, you did not
Please.
try.
I
All right,
tried.
good. I hear you.
I want to hear what
gonna
is
fight you
wrong
the
with
whole
your
way.
trailer.
Okay,
Because we've
this-
never, I've never used
used
a
a
trailer.
I haven't even gotten there yet.
You
You're
brought it up.
assuming it's a trailer.
You said trailer.
Do you have guilt about? Did you do something?
I never
on the
touched your
Did
trailer.
you? Did you fuck the?
If I don't know, I'm gonna.
We haven't used his trailer.
I'm just
Look,
joking.
they're both. Look at them. They see, this is
Trailer's
what's wrong with this podcast. If we get into a situation, I'm against two of you. Who's ever on my side?
yeah.
Producer, come back. She's never gonna be on my
Nice
side
side
either.
either.
You fucking kidding?
Nobody
Hey,
on
wait,
She's
podcast
totally
studio. Oh,
Team
they're not on my
Staxx.
side either. It's fucking ridiculous. So anyway, if you remember,
Okay.
we had the trailer and I had to take the lawnmower, right? And as we were lifting the trailer, you lifted the trailer and you lost control of it. And it hit the bumper of Cece's car and went across the whole.
That's not the story.
That's 100% what
That's
happened.
not the story.
So wait,
we
let me
both
finish.
were back there.
No,
okay,
you were all on your own.
Okay, no, that's
So
not true.
He proceeded to
Not
lift.
true. Not true.
He proceeded to lift the trailer.
Not true.
He proceeded to lift the trailer and he lost grip of it, and it went forward, and it went across the entire back of the bumper, made a gash about 7 to 12 inches.
The gash happened. Staxx.
So,
do you remember the time?
Wait, let me finish.
AC
Can I
would
finish?
walk into the
First,
house.
let him finish.
Okay.
And then I want to hear your
Okay.
side.
Okay.
He's got no side.
I'm gonna have a side.
Look at me, Staxx. Staxx, come on. What side does he? I'm gonna ask a simple question. Was she dancing around with a towel with a wand?
She was not.
Okay. So now, is there a side? You can look at him later.
I know.
Throw him some pork chops, whatever you made tonight. And if he goes, we get him under the hug sign.
Okay.
So this is what happened, right? So a couple weeks ago, I was taking the garbage out. And I took the garbage pail, okay, to the street. And as I was taking the garbage can out, boop, I hit the side of the Lexus, the side, right? And a little paint chipped off.
That was you.
That was on the side of Lexus, 100% that was me, right? So as I was like, this is terrible because we live in Florida, and if you leave anything of metal exposed, it'll be so fucking rusted so fast, it'll rot through, and this Lexus is beautiful, and she loves it. So I go to a guy, and he says, go to this guy. So I go to that guy, and he goes, what happened to that bumper?
So stupid.
No joke. So I said, well, speaking of that, he goes, I could do your whole car in 3 days from the back door to the bumper for $1,000.
Why? Why would you do that?
I did it.
Well,
$500
you did
for the
it.
bumper. Yeah, it looks beautiful.
Oh, you
Wait till
already
you
did?
see it. Yeah, it's done. That's why we had the minivan for 2 days. We had a minivan, and the whole neighborhood talked about the minivan. Everybody came up. She got more. The people at school asked her about the minivan. You guys asked her about the minivan. The crazy neighbor asked her about the minivan. Everybody was like, what the fuck's up with the minivan? I was getting texts from Max.
Yeah.
Oh, minivan life. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you're all talking about with this minivan. And my car's in the shop for 2 days. So your bumper cost me $500. And the side cost me $5. So guess who's?
No.
All right.
My side.
Now it's time for Dee's side.
How many times does AC walk into the house and say, I need you to move the trailer back the trailer in, get in trailer, unlock, da-da-da.
1,000
okay.
times.
He can do it, but he asked me to do it. So I go out there and I do it. We grab the trailer together. We both were back there. We lifted it up. We did not have the thing down, and it swung forward with both of us back there and hit it. I said, ooh. He said, don't worry about it. It's a thing. So that was that whole story. That was the exact thing that happened. I was in there with my hand in my pants, eating a bag of baked potato chips, and having a good time. And you walk in, you got me all interrupted and got me out of my chair.
No,
go out
it was
there,
an
help you
early
fucking
morning,
do a trailer that you
and
know how to
all
do.
I know is that you had the trailer up. You picked the trailer up, and you lost it. And all went like this. You were like, I'll never forget. You went, oh shit, and it went like this.
That trip.
Across the back of the bumper.
All shit happened. But
You were there.
You were there too.
But I wasn't touching the trailer. I didn't touch the trailer.
Because you asked me to touch the trailer.
Now, who do you believe, Staxx? If I go in there and ask him all the time to help me with the trailer, and I ask him all the time to grab the trailer and all that stuff, all this stuff he just said, do you think I would have a hand on the trailer?
You were there.
When of course I was there. I watched it in horror. I watched it in
I don't
complete
know
horror.
who actually had their hands on the trailer.
He had his hands on the trailer.
I unhooked it. For sure, I unhooked it.
No. This one you
I
lifted
unhooked
it.
it. I
We
said,
were
"Let's
moving it
lift it."
back. You were trying to move it back.
couldn't lift it
and
myself.
It was too heavy for the guy, and he
said-
lost it.
We both lifted it. And
I
it
didn't.
swung.
I know.
You had.
And it rolled. It rolled to left.
rolled.
This is all I heard. I was like this. No.
That happened. The
And I
no
was like this.
happened.
It went
The no happened.
right across
the
the
no
side.
happened.
So it looks beautiful, and he owes me $500.
Oh, you're out of your mind.
Is that a no? Oh, I'll see
Yes,
you.
I will pay you.
Okay, I'll
We
see
evened
you.
out because he runs over our sprinklers with his fucking golf cart every time. It's fine.
Your sprinklers haven't worked since I known you.
Because you run him over.
And then,
I'll pay you $10 a month.
okay, that's. I will take the $10 a month. It's gonna be better than the judge making you pay me $100 a month. I will. I can't wait to fucking go to small.
I know a
claims
lot
with
of
you.
judges.
Well, then you better start getting one because I'm coming for you.
What is that? Serving him drinks?
I don't know what that was, but I think I got a little fuzz in my mouth. Let's talk about real quick that you had you just wrote down the instructions how to do that entire thing.
I did.
You did not write click down.
I did.
You wrote click
Because, first of all, because I can spell it. I wanted a step-by-step.
But why click?
Because I want to know. I clicked the button.
You didn't really. Did you really write that? Grab that paper, Staxx. Did he write click? I need to know if he wrote click.
I'm
you
blind.
wrote click, didn't
First
you?
of all,
You're fucking ridiculous.
First of all, it's a lot to make sure that I know. To make sure our show is just on point.
It is on point. I mean, the show's fantastic. We got 3,000 listeners.
Listen, I know I'm not the only one that's hot. I am sweating like I stole something.
We should have put the. You should have. We should have put the air
It doesn't
conditioning
work
up.
because it doesn't come in this room.
I know it doesn't. Don't say that on the podcast again. I get the fucking text. the AC works. This is the best working AC in all the land.
We love this place. I'm just saying.
It's not about love. See, this is where everybody gets. This is where I get crazy with you all. If we can't be truthful, what's the fucking point? If we can't be, we love the place. That's regardless of the fact that the AC in here is not hot.
That's true.
It's not cold.
I'm comfortable.
Yeah, because you don't sweat. You're not a guy.
Because you keep leaving and coming back.
I guarantee. All right, do me a favor. I need you, Dees. I need you to look away. Lift one of your boobies. Let me feel under them. If I feel a bit of sweat under your boobie, I know you're lying.
Watch a fucking pool
like
fall out.
That's it. Oh, that's nice. You're cold.
I am. I'm not even
but
joking.
under your boobie's not cold. This is
Under
what.
my
This
boobs
is
are
what
never cold.
Yeah, it'll be like this.
Yeah, good stuff.
This is a terrible episode.
Yeah,
It really is.
It's good though.
It's horrible.
No, I don't think it's horrible. They're never horrible. Even when we think they're horrible, when you listen to them back, they're really fucking funny. Yeah. Maybe we should get a bottle of vodka and a chicken in a bikini.
I think we should. I think we should film on a weekend.
I'm sorry. And with that, do you have anything to say? Do you have anything to say?
Thanks for listening. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And the Dees is losing it over here.
that was good.
I think he's crying right now.
That was good.
That's good. I thought it was funny. What? Well, I'm sorry. You like, subscribe, and all that? I don't know why she's taking her headphones off like she's going
I have
somewhere.
to pee so bad.
Oh my goodness. Okay, and I'm gonna now listen.
No.
I'm gonna give it to you one time. We're gonna fight about this next show. Yeah.
I haven't done the whole show.
What?
You ready for me?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna let you.
The Dees would like to tell you to leave a review and grab a brew, baby. Cheers.
All right.
I love you guys.
You see, you gotta end it. You gotta fucking end it. You can't just keep going. You don't have the right to keep. Where the fuck did she go?
Rate us.
I mean, where did she go? Okay, I guess Staxx
She
is
must
out
have
of the
got
room.
mad again.
Seriously. And with that, AC out. Yeah. This Complete Nonsense podcast is brought to you today and every day by AAO Optical and WDEC, Anglo-American Optical and What Do I Care Optical, 100-year-old manufacturers of high-end English eyewear, produced in the UK, distributed everywhere. Check us out for your eyewear needs. Anglo-American Optical, Ltd.com. If you can dream it, we can make it. 800-753-9727. Give them a call today. Also, Blue Savage Tea, BLUSAVAGET. It's an up-and-coming apparel company that specializes in custom designs of high-quality clothing and apparel. And if you can design it, you can imagine it, they can make it. Check out their Etsy shop, Blue Savage Tea. Again, that's BLUSAVAGET, all one word, on Etsy for great designs. Order today. Give them a call at 708-424-6119. We'd also like to thank our partners, Authentic Creations, who help produce, edit, and market this nonsense podcast. Check them out at AuthenticCreation.org. And we will not forget, last but not least, our partner of Workspace Collective in Daytona for allowing us to record in their luxurious space studio, dedicated desk, conference space, virtual office solutions, and casual meeting areas. The experienced team at Workspace Collective is here to ensure your business thrives. Give them a call at 877-490-0040.